Alrighty, looks like we've got Plunder and Nocturne today. What's happening here? Oh, the landscapes are tireless and hasty. Those correspond to Silvermine and Crew. Okay. So these two cards are going to be modified by the two relevant landscapes. Hasty on Crew actually sounds pretty good. You hit 5, you buy Crew, it plays itself at the start of your turn, and then it top sticks itself for every turn thereafter. That seems like it gets going pretty quickly. Crew is really good in any kingdom where there's a way to consistently draw at least one card at the start of your turn. You're always going to have your 5-card hand, and then Crew is going to put itself as the next card on your deck. So here, that exists in the form of Rope. As long as you played at least one Rope on the previous turn, that Rope will draw you your Crew. You can just have one copy of Crew and always find it. So Crew plus Rope sounds great, especially when Crew is hasty. That deck alone would be a decent big money deck. Crew, a few Ropes, the end. Here you can play with Silvermine to gain additional ropes. You can play with King's Cash, triple play your ropes, draw a bunch of cards. I was going to say this is like a simple big money deck, but it's starting to look like maybe there's an engine to be built of sorts. Gain a bunch of ropes, King's Cash them all, draw a bunch of cards. Now you don't need Monastery. I was going to say you could use this to thin, but Rope does plenty of thinning on its own. You could play a Leprechaun, actually. You're only going to have the one other action in the whole deck, so unintuitive to think Leprechaun would be any good here, but you could play Crew, play 5 Treasures, play gain a Gondola off of Silvermine, for example. Use that to play a Leprechaun in the buy phase and trigger it to get the wish. You don't really need golds though. The wish seems okay. You could wish for like Silvermine or something. I think activating Leprechaun is viable. I'm not sure if it's worth it or not. Anyways, hitting 5 here seems absolutely imperative given you need to hit Crew, and once you hit Crew, you're going to be hitting 5 forever. I'm just going to take Silvermine, not Silvermine, Rope and Silver, and totally whiff. Oh my god. Is Monastery better than nothing? I'm going to say yes. With stuff like Lucky Coin and Silvermine, it's probably going to trash me 2 at a time for a bit. And then I can trash it later. Didn't really plan on getting a Monastery. Okay. Got 2 Silvermines now. Really want to make sure I find one. Top deck Crew first, then the Rope draws it. This is not going according to plan at all. It was really important that I find one of the Silvermines, because I needed to play a Rope this turn to find my Crew on the following turn. Well, evasive action. I'm going to buy a second Crew. Didn't plan on that, but second Crew controlling my first Crew. This actually, I think, is going to work out better than it seems. Normally wouldn't really want top 2 Crews because they both top deck themselves and then they're going to butt heads with each other. But here, I could always just gain a Gondola each turn and then play the second Crew that way. Anyways. I'm kind of tempted to gain a silver here so I could do King's Cash in a 5 cost. I think I'm just going to take the rope. Rope seems too good here. I'll do King's Cash and an extra rope. Top deck these. Trash. There's probably a better order. I think what I should have done is only top deck one of the Crews, because the second Crew will be drawn by the first Crew. But leaving it on top would have given me one more card worth of search for the Rope to find a good card to trash. I'd love to kill the Monastery now. Okay. Step 1, gain Gondola. Play Crew. I think I'm King's Cashing the Silvermine. Two more King's Caches. Okay, here we go. So I want the King's Cash to play the ropes, but any King's Cash that plays the rope directly is going to stay out of play. So I want to make sure I use one King's Cash on all 3 ropes. And now only that King's Cash is going to get stuck out of play. And now this other King's Cash can play these other things. Okay. 29 could be just crew triple province. I think sounds pretty decent. And then if the bot takes any provinces at all, I should just be able to win next turn. Too little too late, but the monastery will finally get to die. Why win on provinces when you can pile out? Alrighty, that's the kingdom. I was a little worried there with the iffy start. Didn't hit 5 turn 3, and then I had that turn when I bottom decked the silver mines, but this still came together quite quickly. Yeah, this combo seems powerful. I think maybe I could have even considered buying more crews. Wasn't initially thinking about how strong the multiple crews plus gaining a gondola interaction is. It could be bad if the gondolas are contested and they run out, because then you can't play your additional crews. But like this game is fast enough that I think the acceleration that additional crews provide is probably worth it. So I think maybe you should plan on having at least 2 or 3 crews from the get-go. Bot is doing some of the same stuff, but it's skipping the silver mine and the King's Cash, which I think were worth it here.